Uh, we have Yogita.
Yeah. Hi guys, my name is Yogita Singh and I'm from Rajasthan, Kota, and I did my MSc. Then I'm preparing for competitive exam, and I want to become a teacher, so that's why I joined that class to improve my communication skill.
Super. Yeah, Sudhakar.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sudhakar from Chennai. I'm working for a private bank in Chennai. We are at present we are experiencing very hot in Chennai. That is also information to other parts of India. That is what we are experiencing now.
It's very hot, and today it is sweaty.
I think temperature always remains the same in Chennai. Does it go
Yeah,
and does it
it's always
fluctuate?
hotter and hottest. So
Yeah, okay.
that's the
And
range.
yeah, they remain the reason to join these classes. Okay, I want to get confidence when I speak to other people and when I take a product to other people. Okay, that is what I'm improving little by little in day to day life.
Super, super. Yeah, who is next? Sudhakar, Sapna.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
I mean.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Sapna. I'm from Jaipur, Rajasthan. And currently I live in Bangalore and I'm also preparing for UPSC. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. And who else is there? Antarlina. I think some people
And
have dropped off.
Sal,
Is it
I mean,
Sachin? Can
Sachin, I
you?
think is not there. Maybe.
Acha.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm Aparajita.
Yes, Aparajita. Yes,
Yes.
Aparajita is Antarlina's sister.
Hello everyone, I am Aparajita Roy. I am from Shagordegi. Um, Shagordegi, near from my home, there is a biggest, Asia's largest thermal power plant.
Okay.
And I completed my graduation in 2020. Now I am preparing for my competitive exams.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
And I am very fond of storybooks.
What kind of stories do you read?
Every kind of. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Yeah, Aparajita, I asked what kind of stories do you read?
Yeah, every type of
Oh, that's great.
story.
Okay.
Stories, novels, etc.
All right. Yeah, Shalab is sort of connecting.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah,
Good
hi.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Can you give me the meeting for the password?
You are already in the meeting.
Yeah, no, but I'm joining from the phone. I want to join from the tablet.
Oh, acha. The password is, anybody, any idea what is the password? Is Sunday with a capital S.
Oh, okay, all right.
Now entire internet knows.
Huh?
Now entire internet knows. Entire world knows your password.
I will change it.
Okay.
Okay. That was Ketan for his mother.
Good afternoon,
Awesome.
sir.
Yes, good afternoon. Artiji, you are going to give us the introduction into the topic. So
Okay, sir.
let's hear.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I am Aarti. Sir, are you aware?
Ha.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I am Aarti and I am glad to introduce the topic to you all. considering the fact that India has a large population. One of the major challenges we have is to import education for all. The discussion topic today is the Indian education system and what its positive and negatives are. We have all experienced the first hand while studying, while discussing. Let us suggest remedies for the education system. It will be nice if you can share some real life situations to highlight or support your points. I am sure through such discussion we will all able to appreciate the Indian education system better. It is we who should take a responsibility to make the system better. I wish you all a happy discussion session. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely. Very good.
Thank you so much.
Aarti ji.
Sir,
Thank you.
Anindya, I have a question.
Yes, please.
First of all, I'm really happy to see, Aarti ma'am here. Right.
I'm
So
also.
I have a one question, Aarti ji. So why do you want to join? Why do you want to learn English?
एक्चुअली इंग्लिश लर्न करने का ऐसा कोई खास रीजन नहीं है, बट हमारी जो सोसाइटी है उसमें हमारे हिंदी से ज्यादा इंग्लिश को वैल्यू मिलती है. अगर हम हिंदी चाहे कि पढ़े, कितने भी पढ़े लिखे रहे, लेकिन अगर हम इंग्लिश नहीं पढ़ते ना तो पढ़ाई की कोई कीमत नहीं होती है, कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. अगर वही एक अनपढ़ आदमी भी अच्छी तरह से इंग्लिश बात करता है और उसे कुछ भी नहीं आता तो भी उसको सोसाइटी में ना इज्जत मिलती है, क्योंकि वो इंग्लिश में बोल रहा है. आज की सोसाइटी जो है ना वो इंग्लिश को ज्यादा महत्व दे रही है, अपनी भाषा को नहीं दे रहे हैं. इसलिए मैं अभी 55 इयर्स उम्र में ना मैं इंग्लिश सीखने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ, जबकि मैं भी पढ़ी
बहुत
लिखी
अच्छा लगा.
It's not that Acha, I will have to interrupt here. It is not that she does not know. Sometimes she surprises me in the class, in sessions, when I give some some fill in the blanks or some exercise that we do. Sometimes she comes up with answers just like that, and she's really a big surprise package. You won't know how to predict. You won't. I sometimes think this will be a little hard, tough for her. Sometimes she actually she comes up with that. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So Anindya, we got a discussion topic here. I think
yes.
Ma'am already said,
yes.
जो इंग्लिश बोलते हैं वो superior
yeah, that
है, जो
is,
इंग्लिश
that
नहीं
is,
बोलते
that
हैं
is,
वो
that
inferior
is exactly. I had a debate on that. I already had a debate on that, and we will be doing it.
I can
mark it off for the next.
Just I want to add, this is very personal, right?
Yeah.
Because जो मैम जा रही है ना, जिस through मैम is going through, and I also went through that. So I did my schooling and everything in Hindi medium, and when I started working, मेरे को इंग्लिश नहीं आती थी, जितना बोल रहा हूँ इतना भी नहीं आता था, and I faced lot of challenges. So जो आप face कर रहे हो ना मैम, जो आप बोल रहे हो ना, I went through that. I can understand that.
Yeah, I also went through that kind of things.
We all go through that. It is not fair. It is not fair, but it is how it is. This is what it is. I mean,
there is knowledge is not matter. There how you speak, in which language you speak, that's matter a lot in our society.
Similarly, if you have, it is about the dress you wear.
Yeah,
the dress you wear. So it really does not matter whether what is your background and all that, but if you wear a good dress, and you are accepted in the society in that way.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So English, learning English language or any other language, a foreign language.
Sir, one of the major problem.
It is
one of the major problem. आज के हमारे जो बच्चे हैं, हमारे जो अपने बच्चे वो ज्यादा करके इंडिया के बाहर रहते हैं, उनके बच्चे इंडिया के बाहर ही रहते हैं, उनको हिंदी बिल्कुल नहीं आती है। अगर वो हमारे पास आते हैं तो हम उनसे बात नहीं कर पाते।
Oh yes.
इसके लिए
Oh yes.
हाँ,
That is, it is also one point.
उनसे बात करने के लिए हमें इंग्लिश आना जरूरी हो गया है अभी।
Yes.
I think there is no age to learning some different skill or language if you are interested in something.
Yes, absolutely, Yogita.
Yeah.
Okay, so can some of us just come on the camera, please? Okay, I will not force. Kidhar hai Shalab, are you there? Shalab is still struggling with maybe some internet issues. Okay. Who fell off? Somebody fell off the grid. Sachin. Okay, let's throw the discussion open. The discussion is about Indian education system. So who would like to start?
Can I start?
Yes, Sapna, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the rule is you have 1 minute, maximum 1.5 minutes to put your opening points. And if you're having more, if you're bringing in valid points, I will not stop you. But if you're sort of repeating your points, then I might stop and ask another person to give. So please keep your points valid. And like Artiji said, that if you can bring an add in your with your experience, your personal experience, or something that we all know, if you can bring in some real life experiences. Something that we have all read in papers, or something that you have seen, that will be better.
Yes.
Rather than just telling, ye system kharab hai, ye bura hai, ye nahi chalta, wo nahi chalta. Rather than that, just bring in something that we can, constructively discuss. All right. Yes, let's start. Sapna.
Yes. For me, education is the planned process of inducing those attitude and transmitting those skills that are essential for local, regional, and national development, and also like it's the most important lever for social, economic, and political transformations also. And for me, without educations, a person can't lead a productive life in a globalizing world. And also educations improve a society health and nutritional status, economic growth, and populations control, empowerment of the weaker sections also. And in India, we have faced many problems, and there are many challenges also are there in education system. First is lack of fund and decreasing expenditure, lack of infrastructure, and expensive higher educations. For example, like if you have good amount of money, then you can afford it, right? And like poor learning outcomes, teachers are not adopting a child-friendly environment or child-centered approach in curriculum. And also in India, dropouts rates are very high. Like according to UNICEF, they are said that in India, 80 million Indian children out of nearby to 1200 million enrolled children, they are drop out from schools before completing elementary educations, because of there are many regions they are not interested in education. Their home is also far from schools, and lack of facilities, and also parents want that girls engage in domestic work, like early marriages. Like there are many reasons behind this. And also in India, in Indian education system, missing innovations and creations. Education system is only based on memorizing things, right? and we are only going on rote learning rather activity based learning. So for me, I can suggest that according to me, for improvement in education system, first suggestions is like we should focus away from rote learning to activity based learning, and second is monitor and improve quality of educations, and also we can also improve our teacher pupil ratio, so then we can going in right path.
Direction. Okay.
That's it.
Nice. Very good. Let's have who will do the next. Oh wow, we have got Renu also joining us today. Lovely. Please come on the camera, Sapna. Okay. Who would go next? Antarlina? Or
Yes, sir.
yeah, let's have.
Okay. The good thing of the Indian education system right now is right to education up to the years of 14 years of the children.
Okay.
That the children should be learned up to the age of 14, and that will be free of cost.
Yes.
So
just one
Can
small.
Can I add one?
Sapna, just one small thing.
Yes.
All of you are telling the word it is education. It is
Education.
Education.
the D becomes a J. Okay. Just
Okay.
okay.
Education.
Education. It is not education. It is edu.
Education.
Yeah. Go on.
And in our state, I know the girls are the girls have Konyasri, and for up to the age of 18 years, and after 18 years they get 25,000 rupees for their studies. So
Right.
this is, yes, so this is a good thing of our present education system, but the negative sides are also there, and I want to highlight them. That Sapna said that there is no practical issues on learning. Only theory is taught to the students, and so, for that reason, that subject becomes very boring. For example, history. Um, uh, we learned history and as a like a boring subject, and only just memorize the dates only and not the facts.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And,
Any other new points? You're getting into the subject.
yes, sir. And here we just give values on science stream only, and
Okay.
not the commerce or arts or music or dance, etc., etc. That science is good and the others are not good. You can't get job. You have to become doctors or a doctor or engineer, and
Or engineer.
yes, sir. And so that we know the coaching centers like Ellen or Pathfinders and etc. Are growing increasingly. Yes.
All right. Nice points brought up by Sapna and Antarlina. I'll just give you the points that are the troubles. We will talk about the good also as we discuss. The troubles, Sapna, that she said was expensive higher education system. Teachers don't adopt the child-centric approach, and dropouts are high, memorizing and rote learning and all this. And Antarlina also said that there's a lot of importance given to the science
student. Yeah.
Science stream, that you have to become
Lack of
scientist.
infrastructure and fund also.
Yeah. And infrastructure yeah, those were, I'm just giving you the points that I could jot down as you people were speaking. Yes. Who would like to go next before Ravi?
Okay, I'll talk.
Yeah.
I think our okay. I think our education system is a failed system, right? We are producing employee, right? Go to get degree and find a job instead of producing employers. So because of that, you can see nowadays, every year thousands of students they join workforce and they start looking for a job, and because of that unemployment rate is pretty high. And even we are not creating a big companies. uh, our people are in big companies like Google and Microsoft and other companies are, but they are working as employee instead of employer. So our system is failed. Our system uh, is good like 30 years back. It was a good, but for current situation, current time, it's not at all relevant. We are still reading those books, and our methods are very old. Teacher are not,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Somebody says something. Yeah.
No, it's okay. You go on.
Okay.
Right.
So around, I think last year Indian education system ranked 92 amongst 145 countries, and as I said, it was effective 30 years back, not anymore. So and also it produces also when employee versus employer, I already talked, but when it comes to I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I am sorry. Uh, I'm sorry. So, okay. So now the education system, because now people are getting degree.
Okay, somebody desperately wants to get in touch with you. Do you want to take that call? We'll move to another speaker.
I'm sorry, I just disconnect. I have to. Let me turn this off. I'm sorry. Somebody
Okay.
else can continue. I'm
Somebody?
Can I
Yogi?
add some
Yeah,
points?
okay, Sapna, yeah, add.
Yeah, like 57% students are from like a higher or like a technical colleges like NIT, IITs, like that kind of institute. From like 57% students are unemployed in India,
Unemployed.
according to a survey. And also like in India government has also adopted many wasteful schemes also, like no detention policy. It means like till class 8, no child can be failed.
Failed.
Yeah. And after that, in 2019, government has realized that this is a wrong way to pass a child in like without failing. So they are adopting they are no detention policy is scrapped. So they are they said that if a student fail, retest within 2 months, and if he again fail, that some a state government may hold him or her in the same class for another year. Like we can't say that government has not working on it. They are, but they are not working in the right way. Like in our constitutions, like in 86th constitutional amendment act has inserted article 21A in our fundamental rights.
Okay.
Like that article 21 has said that state like the that state shall provide a free and compulsory education to all children of the age of 6 to 14 years.
That's right.
And also like in constitutions, like in DPSP, like directive principle of state policy, also add article 45, that like all guardian and parents, they should give education to
the
children till 14 years.
Yeah.
So yes, government also working on it.
They are
So,
working,
yes.
but I don't know how much it is being. Yeah. Any new points? Any new points? We have some of the points that Sapna had mentioned was already mentioned by Antarlina. So no detention policy is one. Yes, that you
Yes.
can't detain people. You can't keep them in the same class. Any other new
Yes,
points?
sir.
Yes. Who?
Hello.
Yes. Who
I'm
will?
Aparajita. I'm
Yes,
Aparajita.
Aparajita. Go ahead.
Yes, I want to bring some point. Like I think a proper education makes people egalitarian. Now, in my aspect, the midday meal scheme is a wonderful scheme to bring them together.
The midday meal
Midday
in
meal scheme.
school. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And if government should give more focus on special education for special child and distance learning. Uh, they have to increase more amount in education sector.
Okay. Invest more. All
Yes.
right.
And the some distinction between public school and private school should be removed, because in private
Okay.
school the fee structure are very high.
Okay. I know. Well, see, but there are reasons, isn't it? Why the fee structure is high in
Yes,
public schools?
I know.
The facilities are different. The kind of teachers you get are different. Everything is slightly different. Yeah. Any other points when we will discuss this when we throw it open. Any other new points, Sudhakar or Shalab? Renu, do you want to bring in?
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
I would like to. I heard, I think since the last 10 minutes,
Yeah.
we have been talking about about the current system going on in India.
That's right.
But I would like to mention the new education policy which has been recently announced by the government.
Yeah.
So what do we think? It is an open discussion. I
Yeah.
also have not read about it, but a few points which have been, which are there in my mind due to some discussions over there.
Yeah.
So what do we think that the new education policy suits our generation or our children or our homes? Will it be possible for us to cope up with the new education policy where everything is mixed, like you can do engineering without physics, without mathematics, with some time gap arrangements?
Very difficult to say. I mean, I have my personal views on that, but it is extremely difficult to say at this point, whether it will be good or bad, because the government is trying to play. I think they are jumping the gun. There is something called a national education framework. Okay. This was a framework that was made by educators, researched during. I think it is quite old. It's about at least 15-20 years back. Okay. They had done a research. The educators actually did a research, and they were trying to find out whatever we are trying to discuss. Okay, what is the trouble with the Indian education system? Why are we not getting Oracle or a Microsoft or a Google from India? Because we have the population, we have the intelligence, we have the education that is required for that. Okay, but we still don't have a Microsoft or Oracle or whatever big company that you can think of. We don't have that. Okay, the only large or big company that we have produced from zero, from scratch, is a Reliance. I mean, otherwise we have got the traditional Tatas and Birlas anyways in the fray. But why are we not producing people who can actually become entrepreneurs, actually can take up and build up big? But somehow this national education framework, because the recommendations that were given were first implemented by Kapil Sibal. He started doing it, but because it is the Indian politics, that's another game we have. you know,
Yeah,
it got
please
it got
let me know.
diluted in the next you know, next government, and I am 100% sure that next government that comes up, you know, they will again dilute the entire system.
Yes.
Actually, a lot of work has gone into that national education framework, but implementation has so far been very bad. Bits and pieces are being implemented. It is happening. Like you yourself, you had you know, brought up. I think Sapna brought in rote learning to activity-based learning. That is part of that document. Then you
Yes.
have, you know, teacher-student ratio to improve teacher-student. A lot of those points actually are part of that document. If you get the document is available online, you can actually download and see it also. Um, a lot of these points were discussed, and you know, solutions have been given. We are trying to only reinvent the
One
wheel
more
by
thing, sir. Uh,
yes, yes,
as you know that I am from Himachal.
yeah,
So there was an experiment on university education. Similar experiment that with physics you can read economics, with physics you can read literature and all. So it was an ultimate failure. It went for
Yes.
3 years because we are not prepared for it. We are not actually prepared for it.
we
So
don't have.
after doing +2 in science,
Hmm.
people were given an option that you can do physics, literature with physics, or English with English, core English with the chemistry and all. You have no compulsion that if you have to do your BSc in non-medical, so you have to take only these three subjects:
Oh,
physics, chemistry, and mathematics.
but it was a failure.
So it was an ultimate failure, and the government had to resort, because the children who got their term, this is called RISA system in Himachal. So all of them are वो कहीं के भी नहीं रहे. They
Oh,
are jack of
uh,
all trades, but
master of
masters of
none.
none. And they are not getting masters of none. They are not getting admissions in PG courses anywhere.
Hmm. It is
Because
becoming
of
now.
this half cooked. Because for adopting this system, we have to be prepared from the beginning. We have to
Yes,
prepare our children from the beginning, from the first class done. And suddenly in +2 giving an
you
option
can't.
to yes, you cannot switch, because it is
Exactly,
not a
exactly,
switch.
exactly.
It is not a switch. It is
It is. It
a
is
continuous process.
correct.
So this was my point. Thank you.
And I think, yeah, thanks for bringing in a lot of valid points. And I think we also should be ready to change. I mean, sometimes we are not ready for the change. We don't accept change. No, what is happening? Array, this is bad. This is this and this is that. So but actually, you know, they are trying to, government is trying to bring in some changes. They are trying to, but sometimes you know, logic fails. Yes, anybody else? Shalab has been very quiet today.
Is there?
Yes,
I'm
yes.
Shalab
listening
is,
today.
yes, Shalab. Do you have some points to talk right now, or you want to keep it for later?
Yeah, I'll keep it for later.
Okay, Sudhakar, people who have
Yes,
not
yes, sir.
spoken. Yes, Sudhakar,
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
me.
Yeah, sir, I think most of the people discussed all the points which I want to highlight.
Okay.
Okay, one or two points, okay, I can highlight pros and the cons of this Indian education system, sir. Okay, we can see towards pros. Okay, we can see great development in the field of economy. Okay, due to Indian education system, and people are less unemployed, sir. Okay, and the child labor also has gone down drastically. Okay, these are the major changes that we can see due to Indian education system. But at the same time, okay, if you see towards cons, okay, Indian education is good, but still, okay, are few professionals or teachers are not acting towards see, everybody has their own unique skills. Okay, they
Yeah.
have to act or they have to teach them according to their unique skills, sir. something, no, if you see
Some
down the
according to
line,
their strengths.
according to their strength. And if you see down the line or off late, okay, because the students are becoming facing mental sickness, and they're
Depression.
trying to depression. They're trying to attempting they're attempting suicide. Okay, for this, okay, what I'm feeling, no, okay, education system is there, but at the same time, okay, people looking for counselors. If they have counselors in each and every college or schools, it benefits to everybody where they are lacking, how they can will come out of this theoretically the old style of teaching,
Okay.
and we are lacking here practically we have to teach them, sir. Okay, that is
Okay.
what we are lacking here. So these are the happening here. If we have good counselors as well as education system, it will become very strong. That is what I feel.
Okay, I'll just great, Sudhakar. Thank you. We don't have too much time. I'll just throw it for open discussion on 2 points. One, one is that one is very valid because Sapna brought in that most. I mean, our education system is very much rote based, rote learning. जो in Hindi what we say रट लो पास कर जाओगे. Okay, so application, yeah, and the other one is yes, the the balance. There's a lot of importance given to the science stream. Everybody wants their kid to become a doctor or an engineer. If you are not a doctor and you're not an engineer, then iska kya hoga pata nahi. Okay, that's every parent's that this is something that goes on. Now this has led to a lot of, somebody mentioned that a lot of engineering college students and students are actually, they are not unemployed, they are not employable. Companies who come in for for the campus interviews, they have said that these people are not employable. Isko kahin bhi matlab we cannot make use of them. Now this is something that is really bad. If after studying, if you are unemployable, that is bad. Okay, because for employment your 90% and 99% marks does not come into play at all. Ravi will be able to tell that better because he's an entrepreneur. He takes in people. So if when he takes in people, definitely he's not looking at the mark sheet. Isko 99% mila, isko rakh lo. No, we don't think in those ways, right? So I'll just leave this thing open for rote learning. How to, what are your suggestions, and how to balance out this science stream, this thing. Yes, who would like to speak?
Can
I
I say
think
something?
more IIT
Yes,
should come up now.
who would like to say? Aparajita.
Yes,
Yeah, yes.
I think every school should have career counseling hub.
Career counseling, okay.
In that case, every student can could could know that, every student know that what will be their goal.
Okay, to help them to fix their goals.
and
Okay.
and I think government should modify the quota system
Oh,
in
that
education.
is a big discussion that we will keep it for a later, because that will have political. Yeah, we are not talking about the
Yes,
quota system. We are just
yes.
talking about the general education system today.
And according to Renuji, that one student can't take can't have the subject combination like physics, chemistry,
Literature.
music. Yes, but I know that the eminent physicist Luigi Broglie, he studied till 17 philosophy, but after some years he was interested in physics, and he got Nobel Prize.
Yeah, we have Broglie's theorem.
Yes,
Okay.
Broglie's
Wave. I think wave theory, na?
Yes. Every matter has dual nature.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, duality of. All right. Great. Thanks, Aprajita. Yeah. Who would like to? Who would like to bring in?
Just I want to tell one thing only. Just see, like lot many private schools are there now. The time has come. Lot many private ITIs should come out. ITI now where we can give training instead of giving theory education. We can give train. We can train
Practical
to the
training.
practical training. So you can see a lot many private schools. Now we should give that authorization to private people to bring ITIs. So that
But
will really.
ITIs, do you think ITI model is it a successful model? ITI people coming out from ITIs?
Yeah, ITI they are giving the practical training then that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do for work.
Yeah, now you can see there's no private ITIs. All are government ITIs. So how many students they can train in the government ITIs? If the private ITI comes, definitely it will help in it.
Harsha, ITI is a place where people learn to do things like work, like carpentry or electrician to become an electrician. So those kind of. Okay. Yeah. All right.
So
great.
There only we are failing actually. See, people are educating, engineer, doctors are there. So these people, which are not skilled. We need more skilled people here in India now. And only ITI kind of institution only can help India now.
Can help.
If the private people should come, open the ITIs, and have more students and more skilled people should come out.
All right. Anybody on right to education? Do you have anything on right to education?
Yes.
Yes. Sapna, go ahead.
I think I have mentioned this thing. Right to education, like 6 to 14 years.
Yeah, 6 to 14 years. So I will tell you something, Sapna. In Delhi, top Delhi schools, it was found that the people who have availed for right to education for their children, they come in BMWs and Mercedes Benz, because it is very easy to get a below the poverty line certificate, by paying some money. And these people, their kids come to top class, high class schools, and they attend the schools paying zero fees, because they have something called, they come under that right to education.
When we're talking right to education, it means to say up to 14 years we should not have any child labor. Yeah, we have to stop there. See, and the education is we are making as a right. It means up to 14 years the people, child should not be there in the working place. How we can stop that? If we stop there, automatically that those people will go to the school. It is directly linked with that.
Anything?
Can I add one point? Like, can I? Yeah. Like in currently in currently a century, like education, we are thinking that education is only about a job or like marks or oriented. Like, but according to me, like education is not only about a job or marks oriented. It is mostly oriented about personality development.
Okay.
And become worthy citizens. And also, like for example, like in recently, I have heard for example, like we were studied in a school that dowry system is bad.
Dowry system is bad, yes.
But we are not follow in our personal life, like
lives.
For example, like in recently I have read an article about that IPS lady. She filed a case against her husband, and who is an IAS officer.
Yeah. I have read that news.
Like topmost officers, like topmost position officer, they are doing this thing. Even though they are reading that much kind of content in books, like in newspaper, but they are doing this thing.
Yes.
Actually, and also they are also studied like ethics also in as a UPSC subject. But they are doing this.
Some of these become only stay as subjects. They don't
inculcate things are in a personal life. That is the bad thing in our society, in our country.
We will discuss about the Indian education system and the pros and cons. You are getting into the subject level. Yeah, anybody? Ravi?
Yeah, sure. I think our current education, people already talked about acquiring information. There's no, focusing on creativity and all. So I think, and also, our current education system. I mean, okay. So I would say the government does not spend much money on education system this year. I think they cut down on budget as well for education, and on top of that, research and development. When some student wants to do research, R&D, some kind of independent research and all. I mean, they fail to do that. So whenever they need to go for research or PhD and all, they always go outside of India, like United States, Canada,
they have to go
other countries. They have to go out, and there there are big universities, and they provide those kind of funds and facilities so that they can do their research. And what happens, once they are done with their research, they stay there, they start working there. Whatever they have learned, whatever
they apply it there.
They apply it there, right? And then those countries benefits. So I think we need to also focus on this area, and yeah, people already talked about other things. I will not repeat.
I think
it is nice that some of you could bring out real life experiences, real life cases that we have heard, cases that we know. I'll tell you about one, about rote learning. See, I have my wife is a CBSE school teacher, and I have also come across a lot of this because I have worked on education sector for a very long time. I have seen CBSE, what is, the method of our Indian system is कि 5 साल का question papers ले लो, okay, and then solve the 5 years question papers. You will pass this year.
Isn't it? To do that.
Isn't it? This is the method. Not only you, Shalad, everybody, most of us. But I have actually recently come across the IGCSE, the Cambridge curriculum and the Cambridge question papers. It is so difficult because every question is application based. If you don't know Newton's law and the way it is applied, the questions are totally different. The questions are not like your CBSE or ICSE wala questions. It is every time the question paper is different, every time. And if you do not know the basics, the fundamentals are not clear, you will not be able to score. You will not be able to get marks. Very easy calculations. If you want, I will probably bring in one question on physics, and maybe next time I can you guys can solve it out. Simple physics, very simple. It will not be anything complicated, but it will be so difficult because what to apply. And this application based questions do not come, and hence what happens is these people who get out of the Indian education system, they go out and then they struggle. There is a girl, I don't have the blog here. This girl is from Andhra Pradesh, and she had written, she is a topper in Andhra Pradesh. She's a topper in Andhra Pradesh, and then she went to Singapore for higher studies. She says that I have been a topper throughout my class, from KG till 12th, graduation and all that. For post-graduation, she goes to Singapore, and then she's failed on 2 subjects. She fails in 2 subjects, and she gets into depression. And she finds out that she's not able to apply. If you give her something to memorize, and रट के 5 साल का question paper solve करके she is able to pass. But if it is about application, when it comes to application, we guys actually miss out. You know, totally we are at a loss. So this is from personal this thing I'm telling. It's real. I'm not making out anything. You guys may also have some. Yeah. Any more?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
So yes, sir. Okay, thank you. Yes, sir. We should follow the method that application method. Yes, for ourselves and for our to develop ourselves and our country. And yes, sir. And another thing I want to say that any student will take any kind of subject of science or arts or commerce if they have a if they get a better job with better package.
Job opportunities.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then they will be able to.
Yes, sir. And I'm from art stream, so I know that there is a limited
Scope.
opportunity. Yes, sir. Scope for getting a job.
Okay.
So this discrimination is unwanted.
Yes, it is. It is not required. And you know what? Today you find because of this imbalance. Today you find for a corporation sweeper's job, a lot of B certificate holders and all these people are also. That was also a news. I don't know how many of you have read that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
It is true.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is what is happening because of the imbalance. There is certainly an imbalance in.
Anindya, can I add something?
Yes, please.
Thank you. So on whatever you said, right? I'll just add to that. So that's true. Even some PhD students, they have applied for the positions. So we were talking earlier, right? People here in India, they are book smart, right? They need to become they need to come out and they need to learn. People already talked about how things can be applied in real life. I'll take my example. When I used to study, I used to say, no, ये मेरी लाइफ में क्या करूंगा मैं इसका, right? I have to go and I have to do something else. But ये formula, just like cos theta sin theta, मेरी लाइफ में मैं क्या करूंगा, ये कहाँ implement हो रहा है, right? I'm going to, मैं दुकान में जा रहा हूँ, मैं दुकानदार को ये थोड़ी बोलूंगा I'm giving you 5 rupees, अब वो करके दो. तो I mean, because also our teachers are not well equipped. They are, when they teach, they just open book and they start. They don't teach in a way, hey, if this is, if there's a there's something, they are talking, or they are teaching in math, right? They need to let their student know that why it's important, how they can implement in their real life. Now I have grown up, and when I do a lot of things, I realize, right? Okay, yeah, now I'm implementing this. This was I read in my 6th class or 7th class or 10th class. But when I was in 10th or 7th, I had these questions constantly, that life में ये कहाँ से use होगा? Yes.
How do I use this?
This is what
exactly. I mean, all of us have done so much of calculus, integration and differentiation. How many of you have actually applied those integration and differentiation after your 12th or after your engineering or after your BSc or whatever you have done? Very less, very few of us. I have, for one, but
you are an exception.
And I had to. It was a research project. We had to do it. There was some integration and differentiation, but you know what? When you are working, all this integration difference, it's all there in tables. You don't have to do much. You actually don't need. We just tried out some stuff, so that's why we had to. Okay, I will. We will end the discussion here unless somebody has something more to say. Sapna, Antarlina. No, okay. Just one more reminder. I have decided to start. Those Saturday sessions that I used to have earlier. Okay, I will be compressing those into 15 minute slot. and we will be discussing a lot of interesting stuff. So next Sunday onwards, I'll try to start at 12:45, and 12:45 I'll really start. Even if there is one person in the room, I will start, because I'm making some of these. I have to make some of these videos for my online this thing. I need those videos to be made. So I will be anyway making that for 15 minutes, and then the topic will start. Our discussion will start. So what will be our next discussion topic? Any topic? Any topic suggestions, please?
I think Aarti ma'am already said earlier that वो English और हिंदी वाला जो सीन चलता है अपने इंडिया में, जिसको इंग्लिश आती है वो महान है, जो इंग्लिश नहीं आती है वो बेकार है.
Okay. Okay. No, it is there. It is a discrimination.
That's true. English is not a language, it's a skill.
But how do we make it into a topic?
पता नहीं, आप बनाओ, आप expert हो.
Give me a topic. Okay. Yeah, Harsh, Renu, how can we make it into a topic?
It can be like how much English is important for success in life.
But English is important for this thing. But there is what we are trying to focus us, or what we should be discussing, is that there is a discrimination. Now, is it bad? Yes, that discrimination is bad. But can we avoid it? No, we can't. I mean,
yes,
it is.
Sir, may I say something?
Yes, please.
Sir, about lockdown.
Lockdown will happen or not?
Will lockdown happen or not?
No. That's why. That's why we all are here.
Yes, sir. There is an election in our state, and there is a rumor that after election there will be lockdown.
Can I? We can add a COVID topic for our economic. Economic is slowed down or not, in what kind of way COVID has impact our economy.
COVID's impact on economy. COVID's impact on economy.
In our in how way COVID is impact our life, our economic growth, in a many kind of way.
Okay.
Economic for COVID impacts on.
We
global,
can have that.
In a IR.
Now, are you guys, all of you guys, are okay with that topic?
And we can also
because it will be too.
I think we have already discussed this matter, no?
No.
Yeah, we have discussed in a different way, but it will be too theoretical, na? That okay, there was 70% growth in this sector, and there was 30% downfall in that sector. It will be more of a theoretical exercise.
Because this is important for me in my exam also, and also we can discuss on LGBT, on gender based thinking, LGBT, because this point is also this topic is also very important nowadays, because our thinking is very narrow minded. So I think we can also discuss on
that. I would say LGBT, we should not do that because we are on the internet, and this is very sensitive topic.
No.
You are not an expert.
It is not sensitive. Our thinking is make this is a sensitive.
But
this is a normal female, male, and LGBT.
Sapna, the thing is that I don't find anybody going against. I mean, since LGBT is the topic nowadays, everybody will be talking for.
No. That. In our society, people are not accepting. They are even in now our in my age group, maybe
many people can't accept.
People don't accept.
Most of the people will not
accept.
accept.
So I think we have to speak, we have to talk about it. So this can be make a normal, this is not a sensitive, we are making it.
Some changes happening.
And even so I think we have to.
Okay.
So I think we have no proper idea about this. So we should
if you discuss, probably you'll get a little bit of idea about this.
Yes, sir. We should discuss on this matter.
On this topic. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can we?
And also,
Okay, Harsh has also given a thumbs up. Okay, good.
And what about the atomic energy? It is good or bad?
Atomic energy, good or bad?
Yeah,
Nuclear.
it's
Okay.
also it's also a good topic. Yeah.
And health sector is also maybe one topic discussion.
Health sector.
Yeah, which is also very important.
Okay, I have got some nice topics. Great, thank you. I will send it out as a form. You can just give a vote which one you want to.
Sir, I want to say something, sir. Whatever will be the topic, I have no opinion, but our discussions must go on because on Sunday in the at this time I feel like an Indian because North India, Himachal Pradesh, and
Acha, everybody comes. Acha, you
and I'm
have.
from West Bengal, and she is from Rajasthan, so.
No,
Achha,
I'm
okay,
living
okay.
Bangalore.
She's
I
from
also live in Punjab.
Rajasthan but lives in Bangalore.
Okay, but Yogita was
Yogita,
from,
yeah, Yogita is from.
But
and
it's a
Ravi is from
nice
Delhi.
experience.
Okay,
Somebody
nice
I found
experience.
today somebody found in Himachal. I never thought
Yes,
that
sir.
Himachal also we are interacting somebody.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So yeah, it was really nice. Yeah.
Yes, he is from Himachal.
Sapna, she is in Bangalore. She is not in Rajasthan.
No,
Sapna?
she's
I'm from Jaipur, but mostly I live outside.
Okay, you're staying now in Bangalore.
Yeah, now I'm staying in Bangalore.
She is preparing for UPSC.
It was very nice.
So one more topic.
Yes.
Anindya sir.
Yes.
One more
please.
topic, sir.
Yes.
PG. Can we discuss PG at transgender act, sir?
Transgender, yeah. So that LGBT and transgender, we will have it there.
Both of them.
LGBT,
Okay, all right.
LGBT transgender. So that we can certainly have.
All right.
Most certainly.
All right. All right.
Okay, great. So yeah, I will send out the topics. You guys can just vote for that. Whichever topic
Please
comes up
vote
on top.
for COVID because
COVID
or all topics are important for my studies. So
Sapna, you are campaigning.
COVID is a more it becomes a more theoretical. I mean,
yeah. But in essay, in subjective paper, within a less time, you have to know everything, and your pen speed is also very fast. So
yeah,
I have no because lot of content are there, so I have to revise again and again. So this is too much.
Yes.
So and these topics are recent, current also, so which are very important.
Yeah, send it to me. We'll put it up on the. I'll put it up on the poll. Whoever. Whichever topic comes up, there is nothing. My this thing is
I'm
very
saying
transparent.
Sapna, no campaigning, please.
Acha.
For the voting.
Yeah, for the voting will be open. So, okay, all right. Thank you guys. And I'm 100% sure if you guys come in at 12:45, you will actually learn something. This is my guarantee. Okay, I will try. I'll be free. Compiling those stuff in 15 minutes.
Thank
Small tablets. It will be good. Okay. Right. Or we'll meet next week. Thank you. Have a nice weekend.
Bye, sir. Have a good day.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, sir. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.